centuries, humanity looked up at the stars and hoped to find another Earth, a safe haven. But the truth is, the universe is a violently hostile place. It is filled with worlds that defy logic and exist purely as cosmic torture chambers. We have discovered planets where it rains molten glass sideways. Worlds entirely consumed by oceans of boiling lava. And planets darker than pitch black, glowing with an eerie red heat. Today, we are looking at the most terrifying exoplanets ever discovered. By the end of this video, you will be incredibly grateful you live on Earth. This is HD 189733b. From a distance, its deep azure blue color makes it look like a peaceful ocean world, much like our own. But that blue color doesn't come from water. It comes from an atmosphere saturated with silicate particles. If you were to stand on the surface, you would be subjected to winds blowing at 5,400 miles per hour, carrying a relentless, sideways rain of jagged glass. Because it orbits so dangerously close to its host star, it is literally being boiled alive. The star's radiation is blasting away the planet's atmosphere at a rate of up to 1,000 tons of gas every single second. It is a world bleeding out into the void. This planet's hydrogen gas is boiling off into the vacuum of space at speeds exceeding 300,000 miles per hour. As it bleeds 1,000 tons of mass every single second, the escaping gas forms a massive, glowing tail behind it. It is a giant, terrifying world that has been reduced to looking like a fleeting comet, slowly being executed by its own sun. If being shredded by glass isn't terrifying enough, let's travel 640 light-years away in the constellation Pisces. Welcome to WASP 76b. This is a massive gas giant, but it exists in a state of permanent, violent duality. It is tidally locked, meaning one side of the planet permanently faces its star, while the other is cast into eternal, freezing darkness. The day side reaches temperatures of 4,300 degrees Fahrenheit. That is hot enough to instantly vaporize solid iron into gas. Extreme winds carry this iron vapor to the pitch-black night side. As the temperature drops in the dark, the iron condenses, and it literally rains droplets of liquid, molten iron from the sky. Not all cosmic horrors are made of gas. Some are solid, rocky worlds that have been completely conquered by their stars. This is 55 Cancri A. It is classified as a super-Earth, a rocky planet twice the size of our own. But if you were looking for solid ground to stand on, you wouldn't find it here. This planet orbits so dangerously close to its host star that a single year, one full orbit, takes just 18 hours to complete. Because of this proximity, the surface temperature exceeds 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit. The crust of this planet has completely melted. What you are looking at is a global, churning ocean of liquid magma, a world with no continents, no oceans of water, just an endless, violently boiling hellscape. It is a hellscape of endless fire, where the sky itself sparkles with silicates evaporating directly out of the lava. Originally nicknamed the Diamond Planet due to potential carbon-rich composition, it is technically classified as a rocky, ultra-short period super-Earth. If you thought the lava oceans of 55 Cancri E were the peak of cosmic heat, you haven't seen Kelt 9b, located 670 light-years away. This is a world that shouldn't exist. It is a planet that is literally hotter than most stars in our galaxy. Because it is tidally locked to a massive blue A-type star, the dayside temperature reaches a staggering 7,800 degrees Fahrenheit. At these temperatures, the laws of planetary chemistry break down. It is so hot that molecules like water, carbon dioxide, and even methane cannot form. They are physically ripped apart into their constituent atoms by the relentless radiation. The planet's atmosphere is essentially a glowing metal vapor, being blasted away into space to form a massive, shimmering tail. It is a planet that is being consumed by its own sun, destined to be evaporated until nothing but its rocky core remains. A star-planet hybrid trapped in a cycle of molecular destruction. We often think of Saturn as the jewel of our solar system, but it is a toy compared to J1407b. This world, often called Saturn on steroids, possesses a ring system so massive it defies comprehension. This planet has over 30 rings, spanning 75 million miles in diameter. To put that in perspective, if Saturn had these rings, they would be clearly visible from Earth at night, appearing many times larger than the full moon. They would dominate our sky, casting shadows across our entire planet. Each ring is separated by massive gaps, where scientists believe exomoons the size of Mars are currently forming. But there is a dark side to this majesty. These rings are composed of trillions of jagged ice and rock fragments, all orbiting at lethal speeds. It is a celestial debris field of impossible proportions, a cosmic graveyard of moons that were ground to dust by the planet's gravity. The planet itself is likely 10 to 40 times more massive than Jupiter, making it a gas giant or possibly a brown dwarf. The system is estimated to be roughly 12 to 16 million years old, suggesting these rings are a transient, early phase of planetary formation. But the most unsettling planet we have ever found is TRES-2b. It is a gas giant the size of Jupiter, but it reflects less than 1% of the light that hits it. It is darker than coal, darker than black acrylic paint. If you were to approach it, it would look like a massive, terrifying hole in the universe. The only light it emits is a faint, eerie, blood-red glow from its burning core, like an electric stove left on in a pitch-black room. The universe is filled with these apocalyptic worlds, and there are billions of rogue planets wandering through our galaxy, completely untethered from any star. If a rogue planet entered our solar system, do you think humanity could survive it? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the Digital Abyss.